Good morning, Year 8. I am here with our first maths video for you, where I thought I'd help you out with nth term, which is what we're going to be doing today. So I wanted to show you just quickly how we can take a sequence and find out any number in that sequence by finding its general rule. And we call that general rule the nth term. So as you can see, we've got our letter N, and the letter N means what number in our sequence our term is. So the first term, the first number in our sequence is number 1 or term number 1, but that's our N, that's the number of the term. Then our second term would be number N, would be number 2. Our third term would have N equal to 3, or to 4, or to 5, or to 6, depending on which number we wanted to find. Our actual sequence this time is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and so on, okay? And we ask ourselves two questions when we're trying to find the general rule, the nth term. The first question we ask ourselves is, what is the sequence going up in? And then the second question we ask ourselves, how many has it been moved on? Because when we've answered our first question, it will give us a pattern that goes up in a regular number, a common difference. And that regular number, that common difference, helps us to work out what our nth term is. But it won't always be exactly the right numbers to give us a direct answer. So sometimes we then have to work out if our sequence has been moved on a bit. Let me show you. So this one, we can see to get from 3 to 5 and to get from 5 to 7 and so on, each time we are going to add 2. Can you see that? All the way along, from 9 to 11 we add 2, from 11 to 13 we add 2, and if we wanted to find out when n was 7, our next number in our sequence, we could just add on 2 and we would find out that it would be 15. And I think that you're all really good at this now, and you've all worked out how to do that really, really well. So you're all going to be fine at knowing that. What we need to do now is work out what this is as the general rule. And that means that our general rule says every time we're going to go up in 2s. So our general rule, we say we're going to have 2. It's a bit like our 2 times table, isn't it? We're going up in 2s, just like the 2 times table. So we're going to have 2 times the number n, n being this number at the top. But if we had 2 times n when n was 1, for our first number, 2 times 1, all of you know, is 2. And we don't want it to equal 2 because our sequence number is 3. And that's where we have our second question to help us. How much has it been moved on? So if we do 2 times 1, we get 2, but we want 3, so we have to add on an extra 1. So when n, our number it is 1, we do 2 times 1, add 1, and that gives us 2 plus 1, which is 3. That's the right number for our sequence, so we've got that one right. Let's see if it works for our second one as well, because if we've got it right, it'll work for all of our numbers. So if our number is going to be our n, this time is 2, so we're going to have 2 times 2, and we've got to add 1. That means we're going to have 2 times 2, which is 4. Add the 1, that gives us 5. Is 5 our second number? Yes, it is. We've got it right. Okay? We can try this for any of our numbers. So I'm not going to do number 3 next. We're going to skip and have a go at number 6. So we do our practice. 2 times our number, 2 times 6. And then we've got to add 1 because that was our answer to this bit, wasn't it? We were adding 1 there. That was going up in 2s. 2 times 6 is 12. add 1, it gives us 13. And our 6th term, our 6th number, when we had our number 6, our n being 6, it gave us 13, and we could work it out, and we got it right. This is really good news because it means that we can work out what any number in our sequence is. So if I said to you what would be the 50th term, the 50th number in our sequence, we could say, Mrs. Cooper, it's got to be 2 times 50 and then add 1. 2 times 50, oh my goodness, that's a big number, but 50 add 50 we know is 100. Add 1 gives us 101, which would be the right answer. Okay, well done, Year 8. Speak to you later. Bye.